왜 삐뚤지?
I have a project I want to do, and I think plaster is suited for it. However, I've ever experience with plaster only a few times, even in a very basic way. So, I'm gonna take a record of a process testing materials before proceeding with a new work.
뭐야? 오늘 할 일을 do it 재료 테스트 플라스트 지연제를 넣었을 때 경화까지 몇 분이 걸린가?
Now, I do experiment the viscosity and texture of the plaster dough in accordance with the ratio of plaster to water and the plaster curing time by the amount of retardant.
18, 2, 60 18, 20, 60, 39 15, 2, 60 18, 20 이게 몇이라고 했지? 20, 2, 60 잘 보이나? 잘 보여요? 실험체 1호 깔끔하게 잘렸다. 손에도 거의 안 묻는다. 실험체 2호 다시 붓고 있다. 실험체 3호 상태는 1번이랑 비슷한데 손에 묻어난다. 실험 넘버 2 반반 자른 걸 포개서 다시 잘라볼 거예요. 그러면 1층, 2층이 잘 붙는지 알게 되겠죠? 너무 쉽게 잘렸어. 하나는 접착면이 좀 지저분해 거칠거칠. 안쪽은 잘 붙었다. 층이 안 나뉘고 경계는 안 생김. 16시 22분. 약간 마른 지점토 같다. 단단하고 누르면 갈라진다. 다시 붙이기는 뚝뚝 떨어진다. 좋네. 붙이고 붙여요. 잘 붙음. 손에 조금 묻는, 손에 안 묻는 수제비 반죽. The very first test before this, I tried mixing things together to find better materials. Fragile, hard, light, heavy, soft, rough, etc. 오늘의 테스트까지 했습니다. I kept trying to find a better ratio. Although it can be tedious to not have a physical outcome, this is the most important of the entire process. Here's filmed in slow-mo, my mistake. Luckily, I like it. With the result of this experiment, now I'm conducting a more specific test. Color it and make shapes. When I added pigment to the plaster, it hardened quickly. Why did I never thought about this before? Only then I'm aware of that I needed to change the ratio of plaster to water. The plaster has dried a bit, and I'm cutting it to make an image based on one of my drawings. And I tried sanding alone, but I was super clumsy because I've never ever used kind of this machine before. It was sanded very roughly, and traces of the whetstone remained. I told my father, and he promised to show me how to use this grinder the next day. Now I'm making a simple wok. From that, I might find out what needs to be improved. 방금 깨뜨렸어. It was pretty interesting. Of course, there were several difficulties about the dough, so I needed more research on materials and method.